inside Guelph. Chris Raso from the Guelph Public Library talking about graphic novels. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, graphic novels. It's like grown-up comic books, right?
Well, sort of. We call them graphic novels, but it's not just novels. It's like we also have graphic biographies. It's basically a graphic element to a book, and it kind of makes the story come alive. It's easier to visualize.
Yeah. Graphic biographies?
We have some of those too, yes.
That's so interesting. So people put their real life story to the pictures? I could do that. I could draw my own. It's an autobiography. All right.
Yeah, you could.
I sideline, yes.
We would probably have it in our collection if you did. So
it would be short, let me tell you. Okay, what have you brought in?
Well, I've brought a few of my favorites. The first one is Scott Pilgrim Precious Little Life. And Scott Pilgrim is a bassist for a band in Toronto. It's a Canadian series, and they're actually making a movie out of this one. It will be out August of this year, starring Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, so we have time to read. How many volumes are there?
Right now, there's 5. There's supposed to be a 6th final volume. So
we have time to read them all before the movie comes out?
Yeah, you could. Now, I did check something out last night. Apparently, the final volume, they will try not to ruin the ending in the movie. So I don't think it'll be out before the movie.
Okay. So can you just give me the storyline of this?
Well, basically, Scott is kind of a slacker in Toronto. He's in a band, and he kind of goes from girlfriend to girlfriend, but he meets the love of his life, Ramona Flowers. And to win her love, he has to defeat her 7 evil ex-boyfriends.
Oh my gosh.
So, now there's only supposed to be 6 books, and the hook is that 2 of her ex-boyfriends are twins. So that counts that counts as 7. So that's in 1 volume as well.
Oh, that's so okay. What age are we talking then?
Well, we have it in our young adult section at the library, but there's not really any content in it that I would say that's too bad for even up to 13 years old. So and a lot of adults read it too. So.
But would you say, so you're saying maybe 10-year-old and up, or would a 7-year-old?
Probably not 7.
Okay.
Possibly 10, but yeah, 13 and up.
13 and up. Okay. So I'm going to flip through that while you're.
Okay. Yep. And here we have Satchel Paige striking out Jim Crow. So this is what I was talking about, a graphic biography.
Okay.
So it recounts the story of Satchel Paige. He was a pitcher in the Negro Leagues. And he did, near the end of his career, he did get into the major leagues. But of course, back then, they didn't have black baseball players. So, and I brought this one because next month is Black History Month. So if your kids are doing something for school on Black History Month,
Great
and maybe
idea.
they don't want to read something kind of long and boring.
That's it.
Here's a graphic biography. We have.
Do you want to open it up so the camera can see?
We have other ones in our collection. We have one, I think, on Rosa Parks, Bob Marley, Martin Luther King. So.
Oh, it's so.
Yeah. And
a kid would totally get into that. That's easy.
Yeah. And I've read this one personally. It's the artwork is great, and it brings history to life for the kids.
Perfect.
It's great.
Okay, I'll take that one from you.
I'll hand that
and your
one
third
to you.
one.
This one is an example of a lot of popular works. James Patterson, very popular adult author. He has written a series of books for young adults called Maximum Ride, and Maximum Ride is the main character. And they've adapted them now into manga format. So again, this one, I think there's 5 or 6 books in the series right now. For the manga, they're planning on 7 volumes. So basically, it takes the Maximum Ride story and it just visualizes it. So
let's see what it like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's black and white. So most of the manga ones are.
Do you ever put graphic novels in the library book clubs? Do they ever make it in?
We haven't done that yet, but
you should push that, Chris.
That's something that I could see us doing down the road.
Yeah, I would love that. Okay, and then you were also saying there's a graphic novel convention.
Yes, February 20th and 21st at the Best Western. The Kanji Manga Club at the University of Guelph is hosting their second annual manga festival. And they actually have recently donated 2 very nice sets of manga to the public library's collection, Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist.
Whoa.
So
that's intense.
Again, we put them out. They're already out, so Go to our website if you're interested in them, look them up, put them on hold.
Great. So the convention would be just going to get to know graphic novels and picking up a few? Is that what it's about?
There will be some dealers there as far as I know. It'll be mostly, there'll be some artists there, the gaming, manga gaming, the whole experience.
And we can always find you at the main branch.
I am up in the children's department at the main branch, but we have graphic novels in all of our branches, not just downtown.
Of course. I was actually mortified when Chris walked in because the last time I saw you, my 7-year-old had cleared an entire shelf of books onto the floor at the main library.
And I wasn't cursing him too much, but I did have to, I did. But then I helped you right after that.
Well, I tried to feign that it was a faulty shelf, but I think it might have been.
It could have been, who knows.
Oh, well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Enlightening us with graphic novels. We'll see you. I like our monthly update with the Guelph Public Library. Again, we just want to say upcoming Valentine's Day. If you want to head to rogerstv.com, you can upload a 30-second, 60-second clip just sending out a Valentine's message to your family, a loved one, you know, maybe a good date, a bad date that you might have had. We love to hear your stories. That's rogerstv.com. Tomorrow on the show, we have Sergeant Flug. He always gives us a great community update. And the Guelph Humane Society